I'm Cassidy, and I'm with the American Chemical Society here at Duquesne, and I'm here to talk to you today about making eco-friendly choices when it comes to picking sunscreens. This might come as a surprise, but there are actually multiple chemicals in leading brand sunscreens that are not safe for you or the environment, and they are going to be listed on the screen here. Now that you know which chemicals are harmful, we're going to talk about what brands contain these chemicals. This brand, Coppertone for Kids, contains zinc oxide. This brand, which is just Target Up and Up brand, contains both titanium dioxide and zinc oxide. And then this brand, CeraVe, contains titanium dioxide and zinc oxide. So far, we've only talked about brands that contain titanium dioxide and zinc oxide, but there are brands that still contain oxybenzone, like this Banana Boat for Kids. And we'll get to it later, but oxybenzone is actually really detrimental to not only the planet's health, but also to yours. So you may be wondering, how does something that we put on our skin to prevent us from getting skin cancer affect the environment, specifically the ocean ecosystem? It's actually quite simple if you think about it. When we put sunscreen on our bodies and then we go swim in the ocean, any residual sunscreen is going to wash off and go right into the ocean ecosystem. The same thing occurs if you take a shower after a long day at the beach. All of that excess sunscreen is running off your body and then it ends up into the water tables. The question we have to ask ourselves is, once these chemicals are in the ocean environment, what do they do? So if you think about it, one of the most prominent issues is what it does to the coral reefs. And if you'll notice, there are certain sunscreen brands that now say reef conscious on them, and that is because these chemicals like titanium dioxide, zinc oxide, oxybenzone, those chemicals can cause DNA denaturation and coral reef bleaching, which essentially just kills our coral reefs. Another thing that these chemicals do is it alters with the photosynthesis rates of natural green algae, which can completely disrupt the entire food chain of the ocean environment. Bioaccumulation is a big problem, where organisms will take in these chemicals, and these chemicals will continue to be passed on to future generations of these animals. Another thing is fish fertility rates decrease, which causes decreases in reproduction rates and eventually a decrease in the population of fish. So with all of this information, the question becomes, are there any sunscreens that are actually safe to use? And the answer is yes. As people are becoming more and more informed about what these chemicals do, more companies are putting out reef-conscious formulas. But you do have to pay attention. Some formulas say reef-conscious, but if you look at the ingredients, they're actually not. Like this one right here says reef-conscious, but if you look at the active ingredients, it contains titanium dioxide and zinc oxide. So you gotta make sure that you look at both the label and the ingredients. This brand by Neutrogena is safe based on it not having the chemicals that were listed earlier in the video. So is this brand, and this, and this, and this. All of these can be found at local drugstores or Target or Walmart, and even some companies are making more of a movement online to sell reef-conscious formulas. So just remember, as summer approaches, check the ingredient labels to make sure that you're picking the right choices for the planet's health and for yours.